Hello, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paminas Wainaina, CEO, Corporate Staffing Services. Corporate Staffing Services, we are a leading HR and recruitment consultancy firm. We are based here at Westlands, Nairobi. Feel free to visit us. We always like engaging and interacting with professionals. So today's topic is a topic that came to mind when a professional that is close to me shared about the experience. So they are a senior executive. They have over 15 years as a procurement and supply chain management professional. So they attended an interview, and the interview was at one of the leading companies based at industry area. And the company was offering very good salary. They have a very good reputation. But the interaction with the interviewer, who's supposed to be their manager, just left a lot of questions. And so this professional approached me and they asked me, they're just feeling that there's something, and they're not feeling ready and willing to take over the job based on the experience they have with the interviewer. So today I want to share with you red flags that you need to watch. Red flags that says that your next boss will be toxic. Now, in my experience, most professionals, when it comes to job search, a lot of us, unfortunately, we are fixated on the salary. That's the only thing we consider. So if you ask most professionals, what is the number one thing you look for when you're looking for a job? A lot of us will mention salary, and salary is important. But if you're experienced, if you're working for a stable company, or for any reason, if you're looking to change employment, there's something else I would want you to consider, and that is the culture of your boss and the culture of the institution that is looking to hire you. Why? Jobs are not just jobs. It's not just a source of your livelihood. Remember, this is where you spend a lot of your time, 8 to 5. And if you look at your day, and if you add commute, I mean, how many times do you even have, how many hours do you have to spend even at home with your loved ones? Probably it's only in the evening between 8 p.m. and 10 p.m. before you sleep. So work is an integral part of us, and the kind of environment you have really matters. So if you have a toxic boss, trust me, it's going to affect your quality of your life, and it's going to affect all the other areas of your life. So it's very important for you to be able to know who will you be working under, what kind of culture do they have. Yeah. So before you sign that offer letter, please pay attention to this. And you don't want to discover that your boss is toxic when it's too late. There are some tail signs that you can be able to look at from the very beginning that can tell you that whoever is sitting across you in that boardroom is not someone you should work for. So sign number 1, the interviewer is rude to staff. So you go, you sit at the reception, and when the boss comes, they are commanding. The way they're interacting with the staff is not professional at all. Or you even at the reception and you can hear them. They're in the office, they are barking orders. They are the boss. Everyone is to be seen and not heard. Or you can just tell the environment. You get into that office, there's no warmth. People are just quiet. People are looking at their laptops. They're not doing that because they're very hardworking. No, they're working out of fear. So what makes you think it will be different? And it doesn't matter. If that person is shouting and when they come to you, they are very cordial. Trust me. That's how they mask it. That is how they got everyone in. You don't want to be a victim. So pay attention to how they not only treat you, but also how they treat their workers. That's number 1. Number 2, disorganized interview process. They called you, the interview was supposed to be on Wednesday, but on Tuesday evening, someone calls you and tells you, we are rescheduling the interview from 9 a.m. to noon. Come Wednesday morning, the boss has gotten into an urgent meeting. And can we do the interview tomorrow on Thursday? Before you know it, even before your mind has settled, they write you an email. Before the interview, we require you to do a case study. Please do this case study, and the interview has been rescheduled to Friday. Lady and gentlemen, if the interviewer is disorganized and there's no credible reason behind it, because stuff do happen even at the company level. I could have been scheduled to interview you and I fall sick. I'm still human. If there's really no good reason behind the interview taking place, or behind the miscommunication or all that, please look at it as a sign. Because even when you join the company, that is exactly what is going to happen. So you need to be very, very careful. Yeah. Disorganized interview tells you how they run their affairs. And guess what? They will not become organized when you join the organization. The third red flag, something that you should be on the lookout for, is there are certain phrases that toxic bosses use. You know, phrases like, we are a family member here, you know, we treat each other like family. No, we know organizations are not family. How come it's family when the organization wants something from you? But when it comes to the organization giving back, they don't want to do that. So if someone tells you that, they are trying to appeal to your emotive side, you know, and there is, if it's someone you know and you understand each other, maybe that is acceptable. But if I haven't proved my worth, then I don't deserve to be your family member. Other phrases is they expect you to give 110%. If someone tells you that, what they are telling you, this is a coded message telling you that you'll be overworked. They need you to go over and beyond. You probably join a department, you're supposed to be 5, but you'll find that department is it's understaffed. Yeah, so for me, someone telling you you need to work hard or you need to give 110%, what they're telling you is you need to go over and beyond the norm. So be on the lookout. Point number 4, lack of honesty on their part. So you're interviewing for this position, and one of the questions I always recommend to candidate, ask the interviewer, how did the position fall vacant? If it's a new position, why are you hiring? What are you thinking? What is your strategy? If there was someone who was there, why did they leave? Is it greener pastures? Were they terminated? The employer should, the prospective employer or boss should be able to give you at least information that you can be able to work with. But if you find them dismissive, or you find that they are annoyed with that question, they're wondering, who are you to ask us that question, then that is a sign that this is a person who you cannot have a two-way conversation. Employment should be one where it's respectful, it's mutual. You have something to contribute. I, as your boss, I have something to offer you. But it's a two-way street. There's no one who's equal more than the other. So if you ask questions which they may deem sensitive, and then you find someone annoyed, or they don't tell you the truth, then that is a sign of things to come. And I'll tell you to be very, very careful. Yeah. My last point is, you've met this potential boss, and you can tell they're just self-centered. It's all about them. It's about their achievement. It's where they are going with the company. For them, 90% it's all about them. So for me, the way I look at it is, this person, their way of thinking is, what can I get from this person? What's in it for me? As opposed to, like I said, if the boss is emotionally mature, their EQ level is high, they'll be able, this is the time to make you feel at home, get your thoughts on what you can be able to contribute, so that they make you feel warm, so that they make you feel welcome. But if you find that this person talks, it's all about their needs or what they've been able to do or their accomplishment. Now, guess what? 6 months later, when they're in their boardroom and they're giving instruction or they're trying something new, it's all about their voice. They just want to be heard. You will not come in anywhere. And that is why you'll find your ideas are always being shot down. You're being micromanaged because this person believes it's their way only or the highway. So you need to be very careful. Yeah, it's a two-way street. I highly recommend find someone who can be able to be open and be able to communicate as much as possible. So let's say during the interaction with these potential boss, you've been able to recognize 1 or 2 signs that this boss can be problematic. So do you judge them harshly? Not so. Like I said, it's always good to give someone a chance. And the way you go about it, there's a question you can be able to ask them to really determine whether they are toxic or not. And this is a question which, if they're a toxic boss or someone who likes always to have their way, they're not going to answer it. They're actually going to be offended. And for you then, it will be a clear sign that whoever is interviewing you is not someone you should be working for. So the crucial question here is, the question you can ask them is, how do you handle conflict or disagreement with a direct report, with a junior? Yeah, so you've 1 or 2 signs have closed your mind and you've seen, well, there's potential here for problems. So to make sure when they ask you, do you have a question for us? You can ask them, you can tell them, yeah, I have two questions for you. So one, you can ask them about business. And the second one, you can say, whom will I be reporting to? They'll tell you probably it's me you'll be reporting to. Let's say this is your second or final interview. Then you can tell them, one thing I appreciate is direct communication from my boss, or open communication whenever there's conflict. So, sir or madam, can you tell me how do you handle conflict or disagreement with a direct report or junior? If they're emotionally intelligent, what will happen? They'll own up. They'll be open about it. They may not really go to a lot of details, but they'll try and show you that indeed they're open to communication, collaboration, and they're open to discussing matters. However, if they're the bossy type, if they're the ones who want to show you who calls the shot, who has the power, they will either ignore the question, they'll have actually ask you a lot of questions on why do you think, what have you had, and basically they'll become defendant. They'll start to defend themselves. So if it gets to that level, that is a clear sign that this boss has the potential to go rogue. Or the answer will clearly demonstrate that this boss has the potential to be a hostile boss. Not a hostile, what do you call them? Toxic, yeah, sorry, yeah. So depending on how they answer your question, if they're not able to answer this question very well or satisfactory, or if you feel that they've not really answered your question well, and you don't feel satisfied, then that shows that this boss has the potential to be toxic. So at that point, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter how much they are paying. Your career is important. Earning a high salary is important. But always remember, in this day and age, your mental health is priceless. So don't be afraid to walk away. And because you have the skills, you have the experience, I'm sure there will always be another opportunity for you out there. Don't sell yourself short. Or don't join an organization and within 4 or 5 months you start saying you had seen, you knew, but you did not, you didn't follow or respect your sixth instinct. So thank you so much. Happy to share with you some more tips. And if this video has spoken to you, why don't you subscribe? Because every week I do publish videos related to career matters. I'm very passionate about empowering professionals. And in the last few months, we've come up with a career coaching program. And this program is for senior and professionals and executives. So if you feel that your career is not going in the right direction, if you feel that there's something missing in your career, I'm here to tell you that there's help. If your car is not working, who do you contact? You go to a mechanic. If your body, you're not feeling well, who do you contact? You talk to a doctor. So I'd highly recommend career coaching for you. If you've tried to talk to family and friends, but you feel that your career matters are not well answered, I would highly recommend you click on the link below in the description, and you'll learn more about what career coaching entails. And I'll be happy to meet with you, have a discussion with you, and help you on any area in your career. So thank you so much. Looking forward to engaging you next time.